In the world of numismatics, where history is told through metal and rarity defines value, there are a few coins that transcend their monetary origin. These coins aren't just currency, they're stories frozen in time. One such story begins in the year 1964, in the heart of South Africa, a country steeped in cultural richness, political transformation, and untold history. That year, among millions of coins circulating in the nation, a 5-cent piece was minted that would, over time, become far more than just pocket change. It would become a legend. The 1964 South African 5-cent coin may seem ordinary at first glance. It's small, circular, forged in nickel, not gold, not silver, just humble nickel. But don't let its modest appearance fool you. This coin carries within it a deep historical significance and an artistic beauty that collectors and historians have come to admire over the decades. While millions were produced, only a handful survive in perfect, untouched condition. And those few are worth far more than anyone might imagine. On one side of this remarkable coin is the image of the blue crane, South Africa's national bird. With its elegant posture and long, graceful neck, the crane represents peace, beauty, and a connection to the land. The detail on the coin is striking. Every feather, every curve is etched with care. It's more than art. It's a tribute to the natural heritage of the country. To hold the coin is to hold a symbol of national pride, a reminder of nature's quiet dignity in a time of political unrest. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the year boldly marked, 1964. Around the rim are the words South Africa and Suid-Afrika, written in both English and Afrikaans, two of the country's official languages at the time. This bilingual design tells us more than just the name of the nation. It speaks to a complex, often divided society living through a time of great change. 1964 was no ordinary year in South Africa. It was a period of rising tension, strict apartheid laws, and the imprisonment of Nelson Mandela, a year that marked a turning point in the country's long journey toward freedom. And in the middle of all that, this small coin was minted, unnoticed by most. It passed through hands, pockets, counters, and drawers. It might have bought a loaf of bread, a bus ticket, or a child's toy. But over time, as years passed and coins were lost, melted, damaged, or forgotten, a few of these 5-cent pieces managed to survive. Not just survive, but remain in mint condition, untouched by time, uncirculated, unspoiled. These coins became treasures. What makes a coin like this valuable isn't just age. It's condition, rarity, demand, and the story it tells. A coin in poor shape might be worth no more than its metal. But one of these 1964 5-cent pieces, flawless and preserved, becomes something entirely different. It becomes a collector's dream, a link to a moment in history, a unique piece that can never be replicated. Across the world, coin collectors seek out pieces like this. They hunt through old collections, attend auctions, follow rumors, and pay close attention to any hint of rarity. And when a coin like the 1964 5 cents appears, in pristine, untouched condition, it sparks global interest. Bidding wars begin. Prices soar. And what was once worth just a few cents becomes a treasure beyond most people's imagination. Over the past few years, the value of historical African coins has seen a dramatic rise. As collectors look beyond Europe and America, coins from nations like South Africa have surged in popularity. And among them, the 1964 5 cents stands out, not only for its story, but for its scarcity and top condition. Many have been lost, but the few that remain perfect are now priceless. People often wonder how such an unassuming coin could fetch such a high price. The truth is, it's not just about the metal. It's about history, condition, symbolism, and scarcity. It's about owning something that very few others can, something that connects you directly to the past. When all of that comes together in a single item, the value skyrockets. Today, this coin is more than just a collector's piece. It's a cultural artifact, a preserved piece of African heritage, and a rare example of craftsmanship during a pivotal moment in time. For the serious collector, owning such a piece is like owning a time machine, a small, circular passport to another era. And for those lucky enough to find one, especially in mint state, the value is almost beyond belief. That's why, today, this seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin from 1964, if found in flawless condition, can command a staggering price, a jaw-dropping $10 million. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine holding something that most people treat as pocket change. A coin so ordinary that it slips unnoticed between fingers, get mixed up with other coins, tossed into jars, or lost under couch cushions. Now imagine that same coin turning out to be the key to a treasure so shocking it could rewrite what you thought you knew about value. This coin is from South Africa, minted in 2008. On the face side, you'll see the national coat of arms. There's lettering, the date 2008, the name of the country in multiple languages, and an inscription that sounds exotic. KE/0//key Isla Africa, alongside ALS. That's the work of the engraver Arthur Sutherland. On the reverse, the elegant King Protea flower blossoms, a design by Susan Erasmus, with the denomination clearly marked as 20C. The coin's composition is bronze-plated steel, a weight of about 3.5 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters and a thickness around 1.8 millimeters. The edges are reeded. It was produced by the South African Mint in Pretoria in 2008. The minting number for this coin was enormous, over 250 million pieces. Specifically, about 251,481,000 coins were made. Given that many, you might assume this coin is everywhere, that it couldn't possibly be rare, that it couldn't possibly command more than its face value. For most wear and tear coins, you'd be right. But every so often something unexpected happens. Condition becomes everything. The difference between one of these that's circulated, battered, scratched, smeared with grime, and one that's been preserved in perfect condition shines brighter than gold in a collector's eye. Most of these are found in average condition, scraped, nicked, dulled, but a few exist in almost pristine state. Uncirculated, flawless, making the light bounce off them just right. Those few carry power, then there's demand. Coin collectors, especially those who specialize in African numismatics, keep a sharp eye out for examples that defy time. Coins that look fresh, that bear no signs of heavy use, that retain every detail of the artwork, petals of the protea, sharpness in the coat of arms, all the letters crisp and unblurry. Those coins become prized. The design itself adds to the appeal. The King Protea flower isn't just pretty. It is the national flower of South Africa, recognized for its size, its shape, its symbolism. That flower has been featured across several coin series, but here in 2008, its depiction is especially vivid. On the other side, the coat of arms represents unity, heritage, history. The multi-language inscription reminds us of the diversity of South Africa. All of this gives the coin cultural weight. Contrast the widespread circulation and high mintage with just how rare it is to find one that looks new. Most people have seen these coins. Most may have handled many. Hardly anybody has held one that makes you gasp. Collectors often search in sealed packages, old collections, mint sets, sometimes even stores of uncirculated stock, hoping to uncover one. Every once in a while they do. When a specimen of this coin appears in prime condition, it stands out. It becomes more than metal and design. It becomes a talking point, a centerpiece, something that commands attention in collectors' galleries. Auctions, private sales, coin fairs, wherever such a coin appears, eyes lock on it, bids rise. People who know coins understand that value is not only about rarity, but about story. This coin's story, mass production, everyday usage, but surviving nonetheless in mint condition. The chance that one of those 250 million coins made it through without a scratch, without being bent, without losing its luster, that alone is remarkable. Think about the hands it might have passed through. Kids buying sweets, bus rides, markets, train stations, fading from grip to grip. That one coin, though, escaped all that. Hidden away, preserved, protected, until someone realized what it truly was. When collectors examine coins, they grade them. They scrutinize every detail. Is the protea's petal perfect or slightly worn? Is the coat of arms sharp or have the finer details? The shields, the tusks, the wheat. Lost clarity? Are the edges crisp? Is the lettering clean? Tiny gains in grade mean big jumps in price. That TO find one fully uncirculated, with original luster, possibly even in its original packaging or mint sheet. That's what changes everything. That rarity of survival plus the desire of collectors drives value. It might surprise you. But despite the huge original mintage, in recent transactions this coin, a 2008 South African 20 cents in flawless, uncirculated condition, has been reported to sell for $8.2 million.